All right. Well, yeah, Clifton, appreciate you making some time today. Yeah, we'll jump right in here. So, just to give us a starting point, would love to just ask you if you could break down, what your company does as a quick introduction.
Yeah, FireVibe is a small to medium-sized business web design agency. So most of our clients are solopreneurs up to about 1 million in revenue a year. We currently have about 70 clients.
Awesome. Appreciate that. Now, what type of lead generation have you tried to do in the past, and maybe what made you start looking for an outbound system to help out with that?
It's funny. I didn't do any type of digital outreach. I feel like all the other forms are frustrating. So if I would send an email, people wouldn't answer. If I would send a text, they didn't know me. If I cold called, I'm annoyed and they're annoyed. And trend wise, about 73% of business for web designers and digital marketers comes from in person networking, face to face interactions, word of mouth, and referrals. And so I'd been just hitting the pavement really hard. I hadn't considered any type of outreach system, but Outbound System has been helpful for me because not only was it that you all created a system where I get leads sent to me automatically in a way, but it's also shown me what messaging to use that I can use across any platform that I'm reaching out on. So it's been helpful.
Awesome. Love to hear it. Yeah, now maybe just a ballpark, or if you happen to know, through those previous efforts, networking, face-to-face, referrals, how many leads were you generating before you started with us?
It would fluctuate. It would go anywhere down from like three up to like 9 or 10 a month in terms of intake of websites. But it was not consistent because networking in and of itself is limited to how many networking events you can actually attend. Referrals are not consistent because they are based on relationships and the need of a person knowing someone who needs your services. And so neither of those are consistent. And while you can pound the pavement as hard as you want, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to equate to more revenue.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, maybe then why did you choose our services over maybe other lead generation options out there?
I used AI to tell me what to do to create a system, and I gave it my budget, and I said, "Here's how much I'm willing to spend, and who can I afford?" And that's when you all popped up. And I looked at two other companies before looking at Outbound System, but Outbound System is the one has helped us thus far the most for sure.
I love it. All right, and then maybe could you explain some of the results you're getting if you have some specific numbers, like maybe how many leads you've been getting a month, meetings booked, any deals closed? That'd be great.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, Jordan, if it makes sense to pull up the dashboard, but I would say I've gotten about 20 people in the past month that have responded saying they're interested. I think about five or six of them actually didn't show up, but majority of them actually showed up on the call. And we've already closed two clients related to outbound systems work, and it's only been about a month.
Yeah, we love it. All right, well then, yeah, I guess what would you like, or if you could explain, what do you like working about with us, I guess best, or what's been the most positive experience about working with us?
I like that we're doing testing. Like a lot of people come across like, oh, I'm the expert. Just send this message and you'll be fine. But the web design industry in and of itself is changing because of AI. So I like the fact that we have a 2 week call where we talk about, hey, what do we need to change? What's working? And we actually look at, okay, here's how many requests we sent. Here's how many got accepted. Of those that got accepted, I can see how many rejected. And for the ones that have been accepted, I can see what they liked. And then we can tweak messaging around um, what people are accepting. I like that we're every 2 weeks is kind of like we're adjusting our messaging to target the people who are most interested. And it's not like just simple A and B testing. It's ongoing betterment that we have access to.
Yeah, absolutely. And what would you tell someone that's worried about the investment, or how would you explain the ROI?
It's worth it. I mean, you gotta go hard or go home, right? But I can tell you that for us, the investment It has not been super expensive. In fact, just signing one client would pay for a month or two or a couple depending on what they sign up for. So from that, you have to have a little bit of faith to jump in there and say, hey, I think this is going to work for me. But it's worked for us, and I think it's worth a try. And I like the fact that you all are no contract needed. So if I ever get dissatisfied, I can just walk away. But I haven't needed to yet.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. And then what would you say to someone thinking, I'll just figure out, LinkedIn by myself. I'll figure out how to do this by myself.
You don't have that much time. Like, are you trying to run LinkedIn or are you trying to run your company, right? So you don't have time to sit at your computer and message people all day. Let the software do it for you. Tell it what you want it to do, and the calls will show up. I mean, for me, that's what's working, and it's saved me time and energy. Like LinkedIn outreach by yourself is only valuable if your time has no value. So if you got time to spend, days and nights, weekends, trying to reach out to people, follow up with everybody, and actually show up on the calls too, and then actually do what your business was designed to do, then you have no personal life. So it gives you the ability to run your business and not necessarily outreach operations.
Yep, certainly agree there. And yep, one of the last questions here. What would you tell someone who's on the fence about taking action right now?
Give it a try. If it doesn't work, at least you left with messaging that would help you know what to use in the future based on what worked and what didn't. So, I mean, it's worth a shot.
Yep. And yeah, just last thing here, Clifton, if there's anything else you'd like to mention about utilizing our outbound systems.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm trying to figure out what works now on the one account so that we can ramp up to four and really, really crush it. So, yeah, it's working.
Great. Well, Clifton, it's been a pleasure over the past couple of months working with you here. Excited for some more leads coming your way. And yeah, as always, appreciate your time, and we'll chat here soon.
Thanks, Jordan.